Hello there everybody, it's HeroicLegend here, and we are back playing more Fire Emblem Three Houses. We are, of course, in an Explore Day, and we have five big teacher things. Probably be speaking to Elgard and Rhea. I hope. Or maybe I can just talk to them from here. Yeah, alright then.
Bob, save.
A ghost, perhaps? No, that is surely not the case. What is that look upon your face? I am no ghost, if that is what was on your mind.
But can I be sure?
No. Who's there? Professor, what are you doing here?
I heard something.
Oh? Perhaps I was talking in my sleep. Ah, so you heard me then. Yes, it was a nightmare. I've had them since I was a child.
I wonder if that's a condescending, I've had nightmares since I was a child, blah blah blah. Or, I've had the same reoccurring nightmares since I was a child.
Stupid, pointless dreams I can't control. It's terribly frustrating. Just my childhood. A time before I had realized who I was destined to become. I had a feeling you'd say that. I suppose I could try. But only if you swear not to tell a soul.
The word.
I appreciate it. I dream of my older brother, paralyzed, helpless. My older sister crying for help that never came. The youngest babbling words beyond meaning. I see my family dying slowly, waiting in the darkest depths for a glimmer of light. I once had 10 siblings, 8 older and 2 younger. Such a large family, and yet I became the heir to the throne. Do you know why? Every last one of them was crippled by disease, or lost their mind, or died. I was the only one left who could inherit the throne. Things kept getting worse. The darkness kept getting darker. In the end, I was the only one who survived.
Wow. Speaking as a sibling, I've had a few nightmares very similar to that, and I'm not gonna lie, it's fucking awful. Like, especially when you're as close to your siblings as I am to my own, it is absolutely terrifying. Hell, just even a nightmare of losing any of my family is enough to warrant me to wake up in a panic and possibly a sweat, even at this age. It is just rough.
The nightmares are a reminder to never forget, to never allow such terrible things to happen again. Even now, I'm the only one who can carry the weight of the Adrestian Empire.
Yep, sorry about that.
I shared more than I intended to. I suppose there's something in the air tonight.
Okay.
The future of the Empire, of everything, depends on me. I've never told anyone about my past before. Please, forget I said anything. Sleep well, my teacher.
Welcome, Professor. This is the first time I have welcomed you here, is it not? There is no need to be nervous. Please, come closer. When you speak with me here in this room, you are not speaking with the Archbishop, but with Rhea. It's just me.
Oh, cool. So I have all these opinions about the church to tell you about. I'll be honest, I'm still new.
What a sweet child you are. My apologies. I should not be treating you like a child. As Gerald's kin, somehow you don't seem at all a stranger to me. Speaking of Gerald, may I ask if he ever spoke of me to you?
I was gonna be honest, like, you said you were frightening.
No, but that does sound like something Gerald would say. However, one would be remiss to not take circumstance into consideration. In order to rise to the role of Archbishop, one must maintain an unbiased approach to judgment. It oft requires a certain sternness of words and actions. However, I believe that the person who stands before you now is no longer frightening. At least, that is my hope. Since you are here, shall I tell you about the Gerald that I knew? By the look of it, you haven't heard much about his time at the monastery, have you? When I first met Gerald, he was quite young. Why, he could not even grow a full beard at that point.
God, I wish I had the editing power to make Gerald without a beard come true.
On one fateful occasion, the band of mercenaries he belonged to fought alongside the Knights of Seiros. I was traveling with the Knights at the time, and Gerald jumped in front of an attack meant for me. He was gravely wounded, on the verge of death. I tended to his wounds in a desperate attempt to save his life. Thankfully, my efforts were not in vain. Gerald managed to escape a seemingly certain death. I made arrangements for him to receive further care at Garrick Mach. The moment he was deemed fully recovered, I invited him to join the Knights. Well, it is not a story I have often repeated. Even at the monastery, there are not many who know that. I tell you this because, to me, you are the child of the one who saved my life all those years ago. And also... Never mind. It is nothing. I simply wanted to say that I trust you. By coming to visit with me today, you have... Well, suffice it to say that my day is brighter than it otherwise would have been. I thank you for that.
No problem, Maria. Oh boy, here's another one with Hubert.
Looking out toward Bridget, are you?
Yes. There are some times I cannot stop my thoughts from going home. It will be much time before I return. Bridget feels... far away.
It is quite a long way. To say nothing of the sea that lies between here and there. Being unable to return must further add to the distance in your mind.
It is as you say. When I return to Bridget, I will be the new queen. I am wishing to help relations with the Empire.
I believe you will be successful. You may not be Lady Edelgard's equal, but you are resourceful enough to make an excellent queen. And unlike Lady Edelgard, you will not be forced to harden your heart.
Not Edelgard's equal. Is that what you are saying?
Understand that I mean no disrespect by this, but it is a fact that you are far beneath her. Make no mistake about what would happen if you were to raise your banner in revolt against her. She would crush you mercilessly.
That is not a difference of equality. It is a difference of power.
Even if our homelands were on equal footing, Lady Edelgard would still prevail.
I can see with clarity the difference between me and Lady Edelgard, but that has no matter. I would never lose.
How amusing. For your sake, you had better hope you are right.
It's funny, when he speaks like that, he seems... I don't know. Hubert confuses me.
A stone? A stone. I do not understand. Yet, as I think of it, the pounding in my chest grows faster still. But is that me? Or is it...
Oh, sorry about that. Sure everything's alright. Stone. Alright, let's go up to the place that's closed off first, and also check about a little event. Ah, Dedu and Dimitri. And the sword belt fragment. Anything else? Ah, Yuritsa.
Mercedes. Her face looks familiar.
And why do you say that there, Sedif?
The Western Church, the Central Church. They believe in the same goddess, but oppose one another. Fodlan is a complicated place.
I am sorry that the kingdom's unrest did not stop with Lord Lonato. Professor, the hero's relics are incredibly powerful. Please, be on your guard.
Ooh, Lance. Lance. Okay, we have Ferdinand, who's a C. Bernadetta, who's the C. Bernie needs to be hurt to do better damage, but she has a crest. She has a better crest, I believe, too. Ferdinand's crest. Oh, but that might be a better... Oh, it's really a coin toss. Coin toss. I have to figure this out. Okay. If I were to pick between Bernie, let's look at the damage difference, shall we? And we'll save that for later. Bernie's at 11. Ferdinand's at 12. Bernie gets 5+ when she's not at full health. Okay, so we'll come back here later, and we'll have Bernadetta fight because she is strong. She's my strong girl. Oh, Dorothea.
So, you have a crest too, eh, Professor? Does that mean you're descended from nobility? You've certainly got the look for it.
They're trying to butter me up, Dorothea.
I sure do wish there were more nobles like you, Professor.
Mercenaries?
A teacher, a mercenary, and so very mysterious. How could a girl ever get enough?
Anyway. Linhardt, my sleepy boy.
Swinging a sword about in the Holy Mausoleum? The potential for damage is too great to imagine.
Oh, don't start with me, Linhardt.
I sincerely hope the saints' coffins were not damaged. Were you using magic? I've heard you weren't, but... Ugh, it's torture not being able to go inside the Holy Mausoleum for an entire year.
Why do you think your teacher's just reckless? Just walk to the mausoleum and I'm like, there are bad guys here! I had to use my sword! And I just swing wildly. Like a mad dog.
Professor, if you're heading to the kingdom, I would recommend taking a coat. It's chilly, even at this time of year. It also rains a fair bit. Don't get caught out there without protection, or you're sure to catch a cold.
Aw, thanks, Annette. You know what? Kinda considering taking Annette with me. This go around. Might be best to take perhaps someone with range, because we only have one archer. Might grab Ignat. Maybe Lon. No, not Lonnie.
I thought school life would be peaceful and quiet, with a sprinkle of drama to keep things interesting.
You were wrong.
But since you arrived, it's been one thing after another. Is that just a coincidence, I wonder? What do you mean? I don't like the way you said that. Stop trying to spook me.
Ever.
Aristocrats are fools, allowing their lives to be dictated by their crests. Though, I suppose I am much the same in that regard.
Oh, you're fine. And what about you, random student?
That reminds me, the Leicester Alliance is governed through roundtable conferences between the 5 most prominent allied dukes, the 5 great lords. First and foremost is Duke Regan, the Alliance's leader. Joining him are the heads of House Goneril, House Gloucester, and House Ardelia. Lastly, there is the newest addition, Margrave Edmund. These 5 each have voting power in the conferences. Before House Edmund, it was House Daphne that was counted amongst the 5. However, it is said that the head of that family relinquished their vote to House Edmund, which had only recently risen to significance.
Backstabbed, assassinations, blah 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 blah. And here's my boy.
Hey, Professor.
Don't you think everyone's making too big a fuss over these crests, or heroes' relics, or whatever they're called? How important can that stuff really be? Personally, I don't even care that I don't have a crest. I'll take muscles over crests any day. Heck, I'll take muscles over a hot meal. Actually...
Never change, Raphael. I'm serious. Don't do it. I'll be very sad. Over around here for any lost items. Probably.
This has been my first time to the Kingdom's North. I hear the people of North are cold and have much loneliness. Professor, I hear you have worked as a mercenary in the Kingdom. Did you find joy in this? You cannot remember? Is that having possibility? I have amazement.
Never change, Petra. And here's my favorite angry boy. Angry fighty boy.
I heard a relic was stolen. If this had something to do with a family conflict, I don't think I could choose a side. I think I'd be a pretty good judge of that. I know relics aren't easy to come by, but I'd still like to get my hands on one.
I will hold comments. Ooh, exotic feather. Where Bridget? I wonder who that lost item belongs to. Get running, we have a box to go to. Let me in. I was gonna do the meme. I'm just waking up. My throat's still waking up with me. Hello, student.
I'm thinking I've had a chance to spar with Gilbert of the Knights of Seros before. I couldn't get a single strike in. If that man is accompanying you on your assignment, you can rest assured that no harm will come to you. To be honest, he kind of reminds me of someone. But no, it must be my imagination, right?
Yes. I go back to studying. What a nice.
You guys have it bad in your own way. But believe me when I say, we've got it bad too.
Not a pissing contest.
With all that happened last month, a great many knights were dispatched to the Western Church. And now we must set out for the Eastern Church, located in the far east of the Leicester Alliance. If I must die in Alliance territory, I wish it wasn't in the mountains in the middle of nowhere. I'd much rather go on a sightseeing trip to Deirdre. Oh, you don't know? Deirdre is House Regan's domain. It's called the Aquatic Capital.
Okay, one note. Eating vegetables will delicious, then while not going together. Just don't understand how we can snub a good meal. Ah!
So the whole plan to attack the monastery was some plot devised by the Western Church? That means they used Lonato. What right do they have to drag a good man like him into their schemes? So that means what right?
Sorry, I just taking you with me, Ash.
Yes.
If there is one person I will fight tooth and nail to grab, it is Ash.
Isn't it strange? Saint Seros' body was missing from her coffin, but they found a sword in its place. Do you think she moved from her coffin and left the sword behind?
Entirely possible. Okay, let's check the map. We still got the whole bottom section. And we still have... Ooh. Hop up in here first. But just in case there are any more quests, well, quests that need us to pick up stuff. Plus I can converse with Rhea and get my little bit of points in. Set off the man with the stick.
Ah, Professor. Geralt was looking for you. It seems he has gone off somewhere. If he is not in his room, then surely someone has seen him. Ask around.
You got it.
I have something to ask of you.
Yeah, quest battles. Oh.
I have something to ask of you.
I am trusting you.
And Lady Rhea herself.
You must be rather bewildered by the power that was hidden within. However, know that I believe in you. I have no doubt that you will use that power justly. You will most certainly fulfill the grand destiny that the goddess has seen fit to grant you. May I ask a favor of you?
Okay. Faculty training. Only good. I can do better. Well, there's that Gerald quest for Lonnie.
Oh, Professor, are you looking for Captain Gerald? I just saw him in the Knight's Hall a little while ago. He was talking with a female knight, but I didn't get a good look at who she was.
I need to compare myself to her. I might also recruit Leonie. I need to get a better friend of her first.
Oh my! The crest of flames? Could it really? Yes, the actual crest of flames! No, that is quite enough. I should compose myself. I must remain objective in my research. Objective, professional.
Oh, let yourself be a little bit more jubilant over it there, Gordon.
The scandal with the Western Church troubles me. We cannot afford to let ourselves be swept along, and yet...
Don't worry, Hanneman. We got this. Competent. This herb, another boss item.
Hi. Don't you think Professor Hanneman's been acting a bit strange? Maybe he's made some kind of big discovery.
He has. Don't be jealous, Ignatz. Take a turn, look in here for any items, talk with people. Gotta be careful about the length of the video. You in here.
The assassination attempt on Lady Rhea, the theft of a hero's relic. I am up to my ears in foul news of recent. Speaking of, there's a terrifying rumor swirling around Garreg Mach these days. Apparently, a spirit of death wielding a huge scythe has been kidnapping young maidens. Will the madness never end?
It will end, just give me some time to find it. Alright, a quick check in the two other rooms for blues. And then we continue onwards. Might make cuts once I find the lost items and then resume once I'm returning them. Oh wait. Or am I just not allowed in there? I might not be allowed in there actually. Have I ever been in this room? Okay, second floor time. Felix, Cyril, and Claude. First up is Felix.
Impressive. Think of it. The sword of the creator, belonging to the ancient king Nemesis. You have to master it as soon as you can. I can't wait to face off against such a legendary weapon.
It's actually kind of adorable to see him so excited. Like, yeah, man, just be tough.
Hey, I heard about the things you did. I'm so glad Lady Rhea is safe. I figure you're a great person after all, Professor.
Thanks, Cyril. And then there's Claude.
Hey, Teach, I hear you were able to use the Sword of the Creator. That means... what does that mean? Could it mean that you're a descendant of Nemesis, the King of Liberation?
You don't ask these questions, Claude. Okay. Head over here, because someone apparently needs my bravery herb. What it looks like.
Were you using magic?
Oh, enlightening herbs.
I'll gladly take this.
And then we hop over here. I know, I said we run around, but this is honestly faster. Oh.
I am Rodrigue Achille Fraudarius. I bear the great honor of serving as a lord in the kingdom of Fargus. I have come in Margrave Gautier's stead to retrieve their stolen relic. However, as I hear it, a group of students is to attend to this matter. I sincerely hope no harm comes to any of them.
Don't you worry, I'll be able to handle it.
Oh, Gerald? He said something about visiting a grave. There's a graveyard attached to the monastery, so you'll probably find him there. I can't remember where the graveyard is, but I bet Sedith knows.
I might start training with Catherine as well.
I can't believe my own brother is the leader of the bandits. House Gautier is my true home. And his. Please, Professor. He really is one of the worst people I've ever known. But we share the same blood. We're still family.
Sorry.
Oh. That man I walked past earlier. House Fraldarius is a powerful, noble family. Lord Rodrigue, its current leader, is a magnificent warrior. He's known as the Shield of Fargus. A dozen or so years ago, during the Northern Campaign in Sram. Come to think of it, wasn't there some...
Yeah. I wish you actually had, information for me that pertains to the quest.
The head of the Western Church holds the title of Bishop. That's not as distinguished as an Archbishop, such as Lady Rhea, but it still comes with a fair amount of authority. If someone in that position plotted an assassination, I cannot help but think it must have been instigated by some outside force. There are bishops in the Eastern Church as well, but they are under the influence of both the Archbishop and the Leicester Alliance, so they're...
I'm sorry, I'm skipping through because it's like, talk about something necessary. Also, I saw this. Don't believe there's anything around this area. I did enter in through the side. Oh, there's stuff here. Oh, free intermediate seal. An onion, some tea, and a vulnerary. Alright then. Oh, Edelgard and Hubert.
For a hero's relic to be stolen, it's unheard of.
And just last month, the sword of the Creator was almost stolen too.
Also quite unheard of. What impudence.
For House Gautier to invite us onto their land, they must be desperate. But at least we'll have the stalwart knights ready to stand around and watch us do all the work.
Hubert, the sash, you need to dial that back a bit.
Some people are unhappy because they don't have the crest they want, and some are unhappy because they have a crest they never asked for.
Oh, I want to help you out as soon as I can too, Marianne.
The coffin of Saros in the Holy Mausoleum should have held her remains. Instead, it held the sword of the Creator. What could it mean?
Try not to think about it or dwell on it too much there, Ferdinand. You're almost done talking to everyone. Oop. Iron wheeling material.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Oh, come to think of it, last month there was something to report, wasn't there? Thanks to you, I hear that everything was resolved. I never realized that bandits had entered. I'm not a great guard after all, am I? I hope you will forgive me one day.
You're already forgiven. You are the best boy, according to both my friend and I. Oop, some more chickpeas and some seeds. Ooh, help you clearing the way. Certainly. Insect larva and.
What do you require? Farewell.
There. Oh, that's the.
Would you help me out? Knew I could count on you. Hey there.
And now we have access to the forge. Now, I'm not going to explain much about the forge. I consider it an insult to both of us. But what it can do is have split paths for everything. Of course, my professor level needs to be higher, but now we can access that from the basically the mission menus. Round.
Professor, please leave Sylvain alone for the time being. The thing is, the bandit's leader who stole the relic, is Sylvain's disinherited older brother.
I figured as much, you told me, but I'm gonna, you know, more about it.
I have a request. Hail, Professor. If I may introduce myself, I am Gilbert. My life has been spent as a dedicated knight. I am to accompany you on your assignment. I may have slowed a step in recent years, but I pledge to you the full extent of my abilities. No, Professor. The pleasure is all mine, I assure you.
Okay, so now I've met Gilbert. Look around. Talk to Purple Hair.
I have heard that someone from House Gautier, one of the Kingdom of Fargus's noble families, is causing some sort of commotion. What a complete disgrace to the nobility.
You're simple with these kids. I love it. Don't have to worry as much. Oh, feather pillow. Well, gee, I wonder who needs that. What student loves to take naps and be generally lazy? Well, a lot of students like to be lazy. But of my class, I mean.
Why is that fish so still? Wait, is it swimming sideways? Perhaps it is resigned to its woeful fate of being plucked from the water and eaten.
Ah, Professor, you are so outgoing with all of the students. I would love to have more opportunities to connect with you. Might you help me with a favor?
Wait, what? Oh, do I get the thing already? What is it, boy? What is it? What is it? I fear I might have actually disturbed my dog with that. I love the girl, but she's a derp. Back and steal. Lock and steal. Alright, talk to Manuela.
Oh, it's awful. Just awful what happened with the rite of rebirth. The infirmary. Well, it was a mess. Things are finally calm again. And so I've come here to unwind. Let me tell you, I put all of my knowledge to use keeping those kids alive. Still, the truth of it is that when someone faces death for the first time, well, they figure out who they are. They learn if they can do it again. We can't lose them, Professor. Not to battle or to cowardice. If you can keep them going, then I will too.
Yeah. Very touching here. Speaking of, take the harvest. Let's plant. I think we'll go with 2 and 1. And we'll cultivate by scattering some bone meal. Very nice. Gardening helps me calm down. Makes me not worry. Speaking of worrying about things, Evelyn Thread.
I'm not secretly eating cake.
I never said you were secretly eating cake, Bernadetta.
You're getting pretty good at talking through the door, Professor.
Of course I am. I'm the professor. In fact, I believe I have an item for you.
Thank you.
Ah, but her motivation's maxed out.
I appreciate your effort.
Okay, now all I need to do is head out to the battlefield and head out to a battle. So it's battle, 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 battle. I'm probably going to do those battles off screen. They are just... oh, Lord, my brain's dying here. Help! Brain, please. Stay alive. I just have to take a moment to think. Thinking. Thoughts. Oh, wait. This is important. Shard. Another shard. Another shard. And, oh look! I'm gonna guess it's a shard.
You have helped me so much.
But I haven't done anything with the shards. I just picked them up. Ah, but I'm just gonna let this speak for itself. Talk to this man, and he says, hey, do you want to upgrade your land skills and faith skills a little bit more when you're teaching?
This one? This one? This one? This one? You're all set. This one?
Hey.
You're all set. This one?
Actually, I don't have many people learning
You're all
access.
set. This one?
But I do have them learning authority.
You're all set. This one? You're all set. This one? You're all... This one?
You have a lot of kids learning magic, though.
This one?
I might actually go for this one just because it has riding.
This one?
I will go for this one because I do have a brawler and a bower.
You're all
yeah, no. Oh no, wait. It's just Edelgard who's using the.
You're
axe.
all set.
Okay, I think we're going for more classic XP actually. Yeah, let's make that statue nice and pretty.
See you again soon.
Yes, you will. Whenever I have renown, I will come right to you, sir. Okay, now we go and we talk to Sedef. Once we complete that quest, I'll do my whole... I kind of don't need to show you guys delivering of lost items, in all honesty. But I should anyway, in case you play the game.
Back? Ah, the graveyard. It can be a little hard to find. Would you like me to show you where it is? Very well.
Thank you, Sedef. So I'll do the lost items on screen, but I'm going to save the using up of my points for off screen. Because really, it's just seeing me eat with the same people. And at best, I'm going to just build up a support conversation. Uh-oh. Thank you, door. I was scared for a second that you wouldn't let me out.
Hey, I wanted to ask you to join me, but I couldn't find you. So, here I am. I was thinking we should visit your mother. She's resting beneath this humble grave. Hmm? Oh, of course you would ask that. I wouldn't know where to begin. I suppose I haven't talked much about her. She was gentle and smart. Oh, so smart. A wonderful cook. Always kind to everyone. And she loved flowers. Whenever I brought her back an unusual flower, her face would light up. I cherish those memories. I can't count how many times she made me happy just by smiling.
Aww.
And she smiled the most when she was pregnant with you. She died right after you were born. She wasn't able to spend much time with you, but she loved you with all her heart. That's the truest thing I know. Never forget it. This ring is the only keepsake I have of her. In time, it will be yours. One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love as well as I love her.
Thanks, Dad.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Alrighty. So first, let's look through the storehouse list and see what goes where. Needle and thread, exotic feather, feather pillow, encyclopedia of sweets, wellness herbs, a feather pillow, short belt fragment, the art book, and the unused bottle of perfume. Wait. Oh, that went to someone already. I mean, I know who that belongs to. It's perfume.
I thought, but since
I cannot talk to her. I cannot give her anything. What? Is that just... I know I gave that perfume to her in another playthrough and now it's not letting me give it to her. I can't give her anything.
Were you using magic?
Calm down, calm down. Here's your pillow back.
Oh, thank you. I gave up hope of ever finding it.
You give that up way too easily. Alright, who's here who needs stuff from me? Go to Bernie. I think I'm remembering that. Well, I'm going to just assume the item I found outside her door is hers.
I've been looking for this. Thank you so much.
Next up is Petra. I don't remember where she is. Damn. Yes, yes, Caspar. I know you have mixed feelings about it.
This is Professor. You kept...
Lost item, exotic feather.
I had lost the place of this. You have my thanks.
Oh, wait. I didn't talk to Catherine? That's weird.
You acquitted yourself honorably last month. To think they'd go into the Holy Mausoleum and assault the Goddess Tower. I cannot imagine the Western Church was acting on its own. Someone must have been helping them. As for the masked knight who escaped, his days are numbered. I hope we find him soon, so I can kill him myself.
Very violent. I approve. I don't think anyone here... Wait.
Professor. I can't believe my own brother is... Please, Professor.
Hey, did you lose this, buddy? This is making an ideal gift for a young lady. It probably belongs to someone who likes wooing women.
Oh, that's mine. Oh, thanks, Professor. You really saved the day.
Yeah. Let's pretend I do save the day. Okay. There's a few more people here. Oh, Lord. I've forgotten the buttons. Going to the door suite. Adult with tickets of liquor, devoted to training, interested in art. Door suite, taste of liquor, devoted to training, art. I think art is Ignatz. Oh, dang, that's right, these... Ugh. I didn't talk to them. Damn you, Quest. I just wanted to talk to them.
Captain Gerald was all furrowed brow early. If there's a problem, I want to help any way I can. I did, but he just dodged the question.
I don't want her to become confrontational with me. I will get defensive. I will recruit her just to send her out into the field and die once.
How are you managing the Sword of the Creator? No problems? I hope you have not left it lying somewhere unattended or anything foolish like that. You will need the sword's power on your next mission. I trust you will handle it without much issue.
Hey, it's nice to see you smile and actually be kind of calm there, Sedith. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to talk to Ignatz. Yeah. Ignatz, I believe, is the owner of the art thing.
Don't you? Maybe he's...
Lost item. Art book.
Oh,
I'm correct. Let's go around and... I actually know about the belt fragment. Again, Blue Lion House Leader. It's Felix. Felix is a sword guy. Felix likes sword things.
That's my...
Yeah. Now, the Encyclopedia of Swede. I'm gonna take a guess here. I think I remember trying to give this to Annette the first time, and it was a no-go.
Aristocrats, though. Hey, that!
Yep. And then last but not least is something that goes to Manuela. I actually think that I would have, that was supposed to be found earlier.
It's... things are...
Wherever did this turn?
Yeah, no problem, you're drunk. Alright, that's it for this episode. I want to thank you all for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, you know what to do. Much appreciate you if you do. Until next video, I just want to say, laters.